Why? Why does this need to exist? Generic intro into That Goes. We are back with some more nostalgia creative videos. Today we have Tom and Jerry, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? What in the world is this? I have no idea this even existed. I don't know why it exists, but we're going to find out today, and it should be a really, really good video. You want to check out last week's video, which was The Cat in the Hat by Nostalgia Critic. I'll leave it right there. Also, link down below in the description. Also, be able to play this on my channel with all the other Nostalgia Critic videos. Now, the reason why I know about this movie is because the top comment on that video, because I read every comment, with, I think it had like 24 likes on it, that lets me know that other people want it as well, was to watch this. And I didn't even know they made Tom and Jerry movies, let alone a Willy Wonka Tom and Jerry movie got put together, and I don't know why. So, this is gonna be interesting, and stay along with me. Shout out to patrons, they get the videos a day early, lump tonight have a paywall on the channel. I hope you're having a great day. Hopefully I can make it just a tiny little bit better. I'll be streaming Minecraft today at 5 p.m. by the way, if you want to stop by for Minecraft Mondays. Last week a creeper blew up my house, and I completely rebuilt it. But let's go ahead and jump into Tom and Jerry, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, because why? Why does this exist? Why is that so loud? Who came up with this?
I'm a nostalgia critic guy, remember it, so you don't have to.
I got this in the comment section of last week's video, so let me know what you want me to react to.
Come to this.
Why? Why does this need to exist?
Tom and Jerry and Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
I have seen the Willy Wonka movie.
For this title, and one of them should clearly
You're
not
right.
be there at goddamn all. I like Tom and Jerry. I like Willy Wonka. But similar to welcomely divorced parents, just because I like them individually does not mean they shouldn't stay miles away from each other. I talked about Willy Wonka and
When did
Tom
this
and
come
Jerry
out?
at great lengths on this show, so it figures we should look over their latest cash grab of inconvenience. And for those not aware, this is not the first time something like this has happened with Tom and Jerry.
What was the
They've
first
taken
time?
a strange direction the
What?
past couple of years, in that there is no direction. They're now tied in with classic stories turned into classic films, despite there being absolutely no connection. They're almost line for line. They just somehow sneak Tom and Jerry into there. Nobody cared too much, as these properties were so big and so overused that none of it really seemed that surprising. But something about this one drove the internet bonkers. Maybe because cinematically Willy Wonka has only 2 versions. And even though it's for kids, it still holds a slightly cynical edge that seems to be strangely contemporary.
Also,
even
Food
though
Reaction
it
channel.
came out years and years ago, being lovingly satirized and referenced even today. So is this the film to suck out that unique edge from a timeless classic? Well, yeah, this is Tom and Jerry and Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh my god, that's so much. Bro, that is such
it's just like watching a Tom and Jerry cartoon. This should make all the Willy Wonka fans happy.
No.
It's just like watching Willy Wonka. This should make all the Tom and Jerry fans happy. You see the problem, you first 2 seconds? Yep, this is mostly a shot-for-shot retelling of the original film. Christ, I thought I gave
I'm glad they show it.
Beast reboot a hard time, though at least everybody can't sing in this one. Funny enough, the opening is funny enough. Yeah, Tom and Jerry do some slapstick, chasing each other around, looking for food, and it's not badly done. Even Tom's scream seems humorously appropriate. But Jerry escapes into a candy store, and with no tie-in or even introduction, the Candyman song begins.
Who can take a sunrise?
They showed you the introduction of the store.
Why, this is as well woven as a web that's trying to ensnare and kill you.
No pizza, no soda, no candy.
Shot remake, and you couldn't even animate
Not
that
bread,
kid getting thwacked
dairy.
with a counter. Wait, spoke too soon. This is already weird.
I'm so glad they had that in. I can watch kids getting hurt all day.
The Candyman's a psycho! Something else you'll notice is that, for what it is, the animation clearly has effort put into it. It's colorful, smooth, gets chunks of the slapstick right. It's not half bad. But then you realize it's not half good either. As for all its talent, it still looks rushed out. And most likely there was no time to redo a drawing if one looks slightly off. Because of this, I'm gonna do my faces eating your soul while you look at them, Count.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Ooh, that's a good one to start off with.
No, it's not.
Charlie totally ignores the fact that free candy is being handed out and instead stops Tom from eating Jerry.
I had to do that.
And eats a newspaper.
I couldn't let you eat that poor mouse. Things can't be that bad, can they?
Hey, don't you encourage that. We all know where this mindset leads.
The greatest gift in life's a friend.
What?
Charlie feels bad for the both of them being hungry, so he gives them the bread that he was gonna give his family.
His
well,
family.
Wait, then how does the later scene go?
Grandpa George, Grandma Georgina, Grandma Josephine,
They're
Grandpa
all
Joe.
one big bed, which is weird.
Yeah. Can you lean forward with a little less intensity?
I'm tired of
Yeah.
cabbage water. Tonight, we're gonna have a
Cabbage
real
water.
banquet. I had 2 of them, but I gave one to some new
Oh,
friends.
okay.
So, George and Georgina will still eat the shitty cabbage water, but the rest of us will eat like royalty.
The bread is
Jerry
royalty?
want to repay Charlie, so they try to sneak into the candy store and steal a crate of Wonka bars. Thankfully, the delivery man is a dog.
Oh, it's the dog.
Because coherent realities are dumb. Charlie, of
Yeah.
course, tells them it's
Yeah.
not right to steal and they should return it. They put the crate back while breaking and entering and beating the crap out of the staff, breaking several more laws to account for one misdemeanor.
That's a felony.
Our conscience is clear. Meanwhile, like in the film, a big announcement hits the school.
What is what?
Willy Wonka's
Kid, were you just
Oh,
waiting
yeah.
at that door for someone to open it? You look
Yeah.
like you've been practicing that pose for hours.
There's so many questions for this movie, and I don't.
Willy Wonka's
I
opening
don't
up
want
his
answers.
factory. You
I
gotta
don't.
buy Wonka bars to buy me tickets.
Class dismissed.
After Charlie fantasizes
Really?
about killing them.
Oh god, there's another face.
Them all. Tom and Jerry recommend they steal again that crate they stole before.
No, it's not right, guys.
Why can't you draw better than I can?
Funny fact, this is the artist's interpretation of what Hanna-Barbera would think of this film.
Who's Hanna-Barbera? I don't
You
who
know
that
the
is.
drill. 4 kids find the golden tickets. Augustus Gloop, Veruca Salt, Mike TV, and Violet Beauregard.
When I heard about this Wonka thing, I switched to chocolate. But then I went straight.
Oh, that's another creepy
Oh.
face.
Oh no. Why is there? It gives me Hazbin Hotel vibes
And
for
at
some
last,
reason
the
she
5th
does.
one is found by, to be fair, a pretty humorous cameo.
I've never been happier. Olay.
Not only did they work in a droopy cameo, but they also worked in a Mexican stereotype to go with the other stereotypes. Tom
I
and Jerry
guess.
recycle bottles to get some money to buy a bar. Again, wondering how,
How many-
payment to animals works in this ecosystem.
No
but
idea.
the coin falls down the drain, only to be picked
coin.
up by Charlie. By God, all of that was needed.
Yeah.
Wonka bar, it is.
And of course, it's from the crate that Tom and Jerry had hidden away.
The 5th golden ticket is a
Oh,
forgery.
what?
Alberto Menuleta has just been taken into custody by the
Oh.
police.
Okay, as funny as that was, I am a little disturbed to see Droopy in cuffs. Could he get
Oh.
the share for this? If animals can make a living, I have no idea what the laws are like in this world.
I have no idea either.
Naturally opens up the bar, finding the last golden ticket. After
Surprise.
another creep face.
Eating your soul.
It's Scrum Satan Leumptious.
Don't worry, my soul's already gone.
Probably guess Slugworth stops him and tells Charlie all about how he wants him to get an everlasting gobstopper from Wonka. But this time there's 3 big differences. One
What?
is he's German.
You must get a hold of an everlasting gobstopper and bring it to me so I can find the secret formula.
We have one
Carrie
of
Patty
those
singing for him.
stereotypes already, thank you. 2, he moves like the skeleton of a pink elephant from Dumbo.
The
Haven't
everlasting
seen Dumbo.
gobstopper. If he's successful, he'll bankrupt me.
I think there's too many creepy faces to count for this one. We'll just do a cliff note.
Oh, that's a lot. Oh god, that's Jesus Christ. This man is
Third, and
intense.
it's not easy to say this, strangest of all, he sings Veruca
How
Salt's
was he able
song,
to get-
I Want It Now.
I want it all.
What?
What?
I want his whole world. I want to lock it
What is that
all
from?
up in my pocket. It's my bar of chocolate.
Why are you playing this here? It only ruins the song later when you play it again. Also,
Did they actually?
the other kids didn't get a song. What makes Charlie so special? In fact, doesn't it make him see even more how untrustworthy this guy is? It makes no sense.
I want the works.
uh.
I want the whole works. The bird on my plate. It isn't too late.
I'm so glad kids finally have a Nickelodeon version of Pink Floyd's The Wall.
Squidward, we don't
I
need
haven't
no
seen Pink
education.
Don't care.
Ah, man.
I want it now.
But Charlie sinks him down a sewer because life is a joke, and he shows his family
Have
the
fun
ticket,
with Pennywise.
causing that faker Grandpa Joe to suddenly start walking.
Yeah.
I'm fine, Charlie. I'm fine. Look at me.
I'm
I
walking.
never thought my...
Oh, now that was a segue. I'm fine, Charlie, I'm fine. Look at me! I never thought my life could be anything but catastrophe. You're kinda acting like you knew it wouldn't.
Yeah.
Thank God we have Tom and Jerry fighting over this momentous occasion.
Because I've got a golden ticket. It's ours,
The-
Charlie.
Ye-
Here I go.
Now they're fighting.
Watch my speed.
Yeah, I can't watch your speed because you're not showing it. Clearly
Yeah.
this movie wanted this miracle appealing to focus on violence and maiming. If I just showed you this scene, would you think it's about a man who could walk again or the three
No.
of them committing a murder? And don't let the fact that you're welcoming death influence you.
Gonna be my death? Oh, man. These have been... God, I love nostalgic game videos. They're not going anywhere, so I hope that you're, like, you know, subscribed. Because
So the
they're
next day
literally
they
never
go
going
to the
anywhere.
factory
They're
where all
literally
the Ren
top
and
3
Stimpy
videos I'm
characters with their
watching.
cheeks about to be ripped off await. But pointless insert number 12 arrives as Grandpa Joe forgets his ticket. So Tom and Jerry use all their power of filler to get it back to him. But a bird
filler?
sees the ticket and takes it to her nest on top of a stoplight to use as a pillow. As birds do.
Check out this stretch.
Christ, are Violet's eyes trying to leave their sockets? We don't even need an Oompa Loompa song for her. Nobody's gonna want to do what her creepy ass is doing.
That is
What I
talent.
like about this scene of Wonka coming out pretending to be disabled is that, unlike the other film where people just look a little confused and maybe disappointed, the people in this one are downright pissed. A cane? Piss on his corpse! You know who else had a cane? The devil!
Did he?
He, of course, tricks them, revealing your 8th nightmare tonight.
I don't know if
Tom
that's a
and Jerry
nightmare.
sneak the ticket back into Joe's pocket.
Where could I have put it?
Oh
What
my
in
god,
the
is that
world
what I
did
think it is? Oh, thank you, Jesus.
Violet Beauregard.
Darling
Oh,
child.
God.
Okay,
Her
that
eyes.
wasn't just one drawing. You kept her eyes like that while she was talking. And I ain't trying to hide your faces of death anymore.
Her eyes are just... It just leaves. No.
Well,
Jeremy.
wait a minute. That dog was on a leash.
But
If
the
they can
other
hold
dog
down
was an
jobs,
employee.
own homes, and commit crimes, why do they still need to be on a leash? Your world building is as stable as a Jenga made out of wet toilet paper. But Tom and Jerry see Slugworth and even listen to his quote-unquote evil plan.
By the end of the day, Charlie Bucket will get exactly what's coming to him. And then this chocolate
Charlie
factory
Buckets?
will have a new owner.
I love cryptically explaining my good deeds. Oh, look, I'm going to deliver this ice cream to the children's hospital. Won't that be nice of me? So Tom and Jerry sneak in to stop his quote-unquote evil plan and come across Tuffy as an Oompa Loompa intern.
Oompa Loompa intern? What do you mean?
Don't you know it's dangerous down here?
Oh, and forgive that hellish
the
bass
tank.
I had a second ago, but we're never gonna explain it. They end up in the
Good
chocolate
boys.
room, again distracting from the enchanting moment with more slapstick.
Is it called slapstick? Is that what it's called?
Want to change the world.
Why are you messing
Yeah,
with
that's
his hair?
just as creepy in animation as it was in live action. Of course,
Oh, so
Augustus
they do
falls
that. I don't
in
really
and gets
remember much
stuck in the
about-
pipe, and the Oompa Loompas sing about it.
What do you get when you guzzle down sweet?
They couldn't even have Tom and Jerry flying off the letters. See, even my shitty ideas are more inspiringly lazy than your shitty ideas.
Guess.
They get to the boat, and Tom and Jerry seem to miss it, but luckily, Tuffy has a boat just for him to catch up.
Good thing I
Wait,
have a
really?
super spare boat by the river.
Oh, that's
There's
cool.
so many whys in so little time, I'm just gonna
That's
listen
like a
here.
wheelbarrow.
Feel free to go back and
What's
look at
this
it
for a
if you wish.
boat? Interning his
They get in the
own.
boat, and
Yeah.
sure enough, they go through the tunnel. Okay, movie, I'm not gonna lie.
Also,
This is the one scene I'm looking forward to.
why?
I just have to know, how does insanity depict insanity? What does a reflection of a reflection look like? You can't have the balls to have them chop off a chicken's head or say the fires of hell. I actually have no idea what's in
They're gonna
that
do both.
goddamn thing. And I'm surprisingly
They're not gonna show it.
excited to
Or
see
maybe-
your interpretation of it.
It's gonna be nothing. It's gonna be nothing.
Okay.
It's gonna be nothing, or it's gonna be both.
Okay, go.
Nothing.
There's no earthly way of knowing.
They're having Tuffy the mouse do this scene?
There's no
Aww.
knowing where we're rolling.
Are they actually saying the whole poem?
Is a hurricane a blowing?
Boy.
Not a speck of light is showing, so the danger must be growing.
Was that a toy dog in the background?
Are the fires of hell a-glowing?
Oh my god! He said it! He said the word hell is officially in a Tom and Jerry cartoon!
Is the
That's
grizzly reaper
interesting.
glowing? Yes! And they're certainly not showing any signs that they are
Is this
glowing!
This is
supposed to be
amazing!
scary? I have a gun. Oh, we're fine.
Did that
What?
really just happen? No joke.
Who made this movie?
Might actually be more insane than the original. The
might be.
first one had people's fears. It wanted to scare and frighten them. This has a toy dog, an Oompa Loompa who's also a mouse, a kid mouse with a cute little lisp, in a Tom and Jerry cartoon where they say the word hell. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I know Gene Wilder is terrifying in the original, but look at this.
Imagine being a kid watching that.
I'm not saying this is better than the original, not by a long shot, but I am saying it's crazier.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's kind of the best thing in the movie.
Really? That's the high point?
We don't need that. It goes without saying.
Yeah, you don't need to count that
Sadly,
one. That's
the
already
boring kind of
maxed
madness
out.
takes over again as we just see Tom and Jerry in the background of other famous Wonka scenes, getting the gobstoppers, licking the wallpaper, and turning Violet into a blueberry. Oh, come on,
That's
you couldn't
fine.
even really make her look blue. It still looks like a weak light is on her face. How do you do that in animation?
I have
The
no
only
idea.
difference is Slugworth and the dog chase Tom and Jerry around while all of that is going on. It
Yeah,
doesn't
actually,
even
it-
make sense. Why is he obsessed over getting them? It happens during the fizzy lifting drink scene, the goose scene, and yes, even during the repeat of the song we already heard.
Give it to me now.
Oh, the golden goose egg or whatever it's called.
I want tomorrow.
Ooh, now it's a duet. This adds a totally different angle I never considered
Does it?
before. Wait, it's just stupid. Why
Oh,
is he
is
even
it?
singing it? He doesn't
Wait,
need
they
to
can't even hear
convey
each
his
other.
evil to a cat, mouse, and Oompa Loompa. In fact, why doesn't the Oompa Loompa know? What, he's got the freaky tunnel shtick down. How come he doesn't know that Slugworth isn't a bad guy? Oh wait, maybe it's because
That's-
he's doing everything a bad guy would do and for no literal good reasons. He even steals the gobstopper. Great. What
Yeah.
are you gonna do with it? Mr. Wonka, I stole the
Eat
everlasting
it.
gobs. What was my job again?
No idea.
Tom and Jerry
Make
get
your
stuck
own.
with Veruca getting sent to the furnace.
The furnace. That's not good.
Holy shit, they're going 2023 on our asses!
What's 23?
Out of my way, cat!
Wait, why did you shut the door? Uh-oh.
No, it doesn't end there. It ends with this.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It does not in there.
No, not there either. It's Tom and Jerry. They just brush it off, occasionally
Yeah,
making a
they're
black
indestructible.
gesture. None in this one? Whew, that would have been hard to
That's
explain
good.
to your kids.
Yeah.
Though not as hard as this. Good luck with that, parents.
No.
Mike TV gets axed off next,
Your
which
attempts
means
are
we're
forfeit.
probably getting close to the film's traditional ending. To
Yeah.
say the least, this movie takes some liberties.
They're leaving
Like?
the factory.
They're walking like bad guys. Wait, what?
Of course, Wonka knew they would figure out his technology and beam him back, changing their sizes, having a death battle, resulting in everyone's insides being
I watched
switched
Death Battle.
around. I mean, it's in every playbook, y'all.
My offer still
Is it?
stands, Charlie Bucket. With 2 gobstoppers, I could rule the candy world.
With
Does
two?
911 not exist anymore?
Now you and I can be partners. Our
Why do you want
gobstopper
partner?
will make us kings of the candy world.
What is it with
gobstopper?
Tom and Jerry and smiling
Why a
predators
gobstopper?
walking slowly towards the camera?
I didn't know. What is that gonna do?
So,
Oh.
after Charlie's trust is tested, it's tested again in the classic scene where Wonka flips out at him.
We didn't see any rules.
Wrong, sir. Wrong.
Oh.
Under Section 37 of the contract signed by him,
Which we never saw
By
signed.
him, which is a
Oops.
kid, so it
you
doesn't have any
stole
binding.
fizzy lifting drinks, so you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Wow. That was surprisingly tame by this film's standards. I would have expected at least 3 soul-sucking faces out of that scene.
No.
Of course, Charlie
None.
leaves the gobstopper, even though, honestly, shouldn't. He's more than earned his trust. Wonka's just being an asshole now. But he reveals again, it was all a test.
Let me
Oh,
introduce Mr.
he's playing
Wilkinson.
games.
My master plan was to help Wonka find an heir. I was concerned that you
Wait,
and Tom
what?
and Jerry would interfere with that plan.
Granted, like 99.9% of it made no sense, but look, Tom and Jerry are
fine.
parting bubbles. Why question anything? Wonka naturally gives Charlie the factory and says the final line with easily the creepiest
Drop out of
face
school.
in the entire movie.
You know what happened to the boy who suddenly
What?
got everything he ever wanted? He lived happily ever after.
Oh god, that face. Oh no. There are so many bad ones. The end.
Jerry! So yeah, it's about as bad as you would
How?
think.
What was the
Give it
runtime
a
of this
little
movie?
Credit for animation that's at least trying, even if it doesn't always work. Once in a while,
The
the
eyes.
slapstick can get a laugh, and Jesus Christ, that tunnel scene. But aside
I like
from
the
that,
colors.
it's a combination that doesn't belong together, resulting in the focus always being on the wrong thing. Willy Wonka fans won't enjoy Tom and Jerry distracting from the emotional moments, and Tom and Jerry fans won't enjoy Willy Wonka getting in the way of their chaotic mayhem. What can I say?
Yeah,
Bud?
they're not
It's
two
a
things that
band.
go together.
I'm the Nostalgia Critic, and
What are the
one
reviews
more
again?
time.
Yeah.
I think we're all gonna remember that.
Yeah, I think I am too. Will you? Let me know. Oh my god, they do the charity sound? I think they do. I don't know. God, let me know what other ones you want me to react to, because literally this was just the top, most liked one out of last week's comment section. Oh man. God, definitely check out some other channel videos on the channel, like Helsing Open a Bridge with my friend Kirby. Check out my Instagram. That'd be cool. Oh man, this definitely made my day better. I now have knowledge of something I didn't know about before. Okay, what's gonna be? It's gonna be the tunnel.
The fires of hell are glowing.
Called it. Charity shout out? Yeah, charity shout out.
Hey, Doug Walker here doing the charity shout out, and this week we
What
are
is it
doing
this week?
Red.org.
Red.org.
Red partners with the world's most iconic brands that contribute up to 50% of profits from Red branded goods and services to
What's
the
Red
Global
brand?
Fund. Red has generated more than $465
I'm in that
million
picture.
for the Global Fund to fight AIDS. 100%
Oh.
of that money goes to work on the ground. No overhead is taken. Global Fund grants that Red
Oh.
supports have impacted more than 90 million people with prevention, treatment, counseling, HIV
Yeah.
testing, and care services.
That's
if you
important.
Check out their YouTube channel or their site. You can see
Actually, I have a
in
good
great
friend
detail
that,
all the hard work they put into this,
is
as
HIV
well as
positive.
the millions of people whose lives they've
Never
made
met her,
better.
but
Click on the link, and
really
you can
good
show
friend.
your support and your thanks for all
She's
the
doing good.
kindness they've shared.
You ever have those friends you're kind of like there for, like, you know, you're friends with them and they kind of like blossom and they're like, you know, all their problems go away and you're with them through like the hard stuff and they just kind of like, you know, I go away. That's me and her. I was literally like the only friend she had and stuff like that. And then like she got a boyfriend and she got a new job and they got a place together. It's just everything's going great for her. And I'm really happy for her. But that's enough about that. I don't know why I'm talking about that. We just watched Tom and Jerry and Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. There's way too many ands in that. Wow. Original movie? What do you mean original movie? Original movies mixing the one. What was the runtime of this movie? I want to look it up and find out what the runtime was. Also, Tom and Jerry and the Wizard of Oz. Should I do that one next? I don't know. Let me know. Should I do Son of the Mask? Let me know in the comment section, or should I get back to the commercials? I don't really know. I read every comment, and I hope you made your day just a tiny little bit better. You can definitely join my Discord server and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and all that fun stuff. I really, really appreciate that. Oh my god. I hope you're subscribed too, because we're rebuilding the channel. God, this is nuts. I didn't even know this movie existed. But I really hope it made your day just a tiny little bit better. It's what I'm here for. And I'm here to make you smile, not make you pay. But until next video, take care and cue the music.